Hey guys, I'm Nikki.
And I'm Brie.
We're best friends, moms, and obsessed with TV.
Check us out every Monday as we dissect motherhood, TV, pop culture, and whatever else derails the conversation.
It's like eavesdropping on your funniest, most unfiltered friends.
If your friends had a mic and no shame,
We're here for all of it, and honestly,
we're not mad about it.
hey Maddies, welcome back to another episode of Not Mad About It podcast. After the West Amanda Gate of last week, we are back to our regularly scheduled programming. We are going to do our TV pop culture news. Brie has some TV recs, upcoming TV, and then the only show we have recapping is Summer House. We are going to do a boner ep for you guys this week, thinking maybe coming out Wednesday. We're going to talk Real Housewives of Rhode Island. So far, loving it.
I'm actually like obsessed.
No, Brie is not well.
I know,
She's
it's
gonna
like-
she's going to the open casting. That's
Can you imagine? I was actually thinking like because you like sorry to cut you off already
No,
so quick
I'm
into
done.
your intro, but when
it.
you were like when I posted that Instagram story and I was like Rilla, like we don't want you here in Cranston.
go
Get
back to
to
Lincoln.
Lincoln.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's all I could think about. Like, we don't want you here in Cranston. Go back to Lincoln.
Wait, but Nikki, I was half like joking when I made it. I was just like trying to get in on the fun.
Yeah.
But then like I have family friends that like live in Rhode Island, like born and raised here, and
Yeah, get
they
your crack ass back to Lincoln.
no, but like they saw my story, and I'm like, oh my God, they know I'm a fucking poser. Like
You're not.
I felt.
though.
I felt like such a poser, but like they know
You're
that
not.
I love Rhode Island so much.
Yeah.
Like I think they thought it was like funny, but I was like, okay, like
No,
it
at a
was having
certain
fun.
point, you do start to transition. That's like people who move to New York. Like, you can
Yeah.
eventually call yourself a New Yorker. Like, you are a Rhode Island
Totally.
girl.
But one of them did say that like the Italian housewives on Rhode Island is not like a representation of like all of the Italian community on Rhode Island. You know, they're not all like cheating on their husbands, being cheated on, potentially like drug smuggling or like selling
No.
cocaine for
Of course, although it's hard to believe that based on the stats of the ladies on the show. Like, I wasn't expecting everybody and their mothers to be cheating, and like not only the men, the ladies, everybody has another partner.
It's so crazy. I was not expecting that either. And the fact that like we
We're on
have
episode
gotten
two.
all on episode 2, but let me just say like they must have watched, they must all be fans of the show because they're like, if we're gonna do it, everything that is in the closet on us is gonna be brought to light.
Yeah.
So like let's just bring it out. And you know what? I'm not mad about that. Like that's how you do it, ladies. It's gonna come out. I feel like Bronwyn kind of did that too when she first joined Salt Lake City.
Right.
She like led with Todd having somewhat of an affair. So like that you almost have to do it that way at this point because the sleuths know.
Even Whitney, though, she like doesn't care. She doesn't hide things on Salt Lake.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
Yeah.
it's giving the same thing as Salt Lake, like you said. Like, these ladies are producing themselves. They're like, all right, hands in, guys. Like, Bravo on 3. We are gonna give it our all this season, and we'll just Alicia, you're my girl still. Like, Alicia
Obsessed.
called out Liz and wanted to crawl back into a hole. Okay, this isn't a Rory recap. We're
I know, we're
not.
so sorry.
We're just passionate.
Yeah, we're passionate.
However, Brie, I did tell you that I wanted to tell you something that's been going on TikTok, because Brie is not on TikTok, and we do see different things on TikTok and Instagram. And I don't think this has reached your desk yet, or probably ever would on Instagram. So if you guys are TikTok girlies, I need to know if you've been seeing the drama with this lady in Hanover, Massachusetts. There is a trail in Hanover, Massachusetts that this lady likes to walk her dog in, and she parked in front of these people's house. Now, these people apparently
Apparently.
own the block, have a big trucking company. Like, the cemetery that's in the woods on the walking trail belongs to their family. Like, history with this family. The family comes out telling her, don't park your fucking car here, yelling at her, cursing at her.
Oh, wow.
And this girl's not backing down. She's like, I am on a main road. The police get involved. The police come and they're like telling this lady, like, I don't understand. Why don't you just move your car? And the lady's like, because I don't have to move my car. Like, I'm not
Yeah.
doing anything wrong. I could stay here as long as I want. So now she's like not backing down. The cop is like, do you have anything like mentally wrong with you?
You're
And
lying.
the lady's like, what? Like, no, I don't. I wanted to walk the public trail. So I parked my car here. Anyway, it's gone viral on TikTok. And of course, like, they have like the Mass accents. So it's like,
Yeah, yeah,
oh,
yeah.
all like a little more elevated than it would automatically be. But now she's like TikTok famous and she's made this
Wow.
trail TikTok famous. And all of these people now are coming and parking their car in front of these
Stop.
people's house.
Oh my God. Now that is when the internet is funny and does its thing. That because yeah, why can't she park there? I don't understand. And why
Right.
would the cops like not
It's
stand
like
up
this
for her?
whole and then she went into the police department to get the body cam footage. Like this girl
Oh
knows her
wow.
stuff. Like she
Oh,
was
she's
not
fucking
I
pissed.
would have been crying. Like
I
I
wonder if
would
she
have
was on the Karen Reed trial, like if she was like out there in her
oh she,
pink t-shirt, you
no,
know what I
she knew
mean?
her rights and she was
Mm.
gonna fight for her right to party and park on that trail with her dog. Like, but it's such like a viral thing and she keeps saying part three is coming out, part three, and part three is when she meets with the chief
Oh my
in
God.
the police station, but just some Hanover Mass drama. I thought it was like so interesting, and I'm always scrolling, like hoping that
That's
Mary pops
funny.
up on my feed.
It's crazy here on the East Coast. You never know what you're gonna get. A lot of drama,
You
apparently.
never know. So I told you I went to this big play date at the park. I was like so proud of
Yes.
myself, putting myself out there.
Yeah, making some friends.
But one of the moms was saying that she got into it with a mom at Chuck E. Cheese.
Like a random
A
mom.
random mom
About
drinking
what?
White Claw at 1 p.m. like on a Thursday at Chuck
Do
E.
they sell
Cheese.
alcohol at Chuck E.
They
Cheese?
don't. No, I think that it was bring your own. Yeah. Yeah, they have the White Claws and
That's
the
funny.
blunts right
Yeah.
next right next to the cotton candy. Yeah. That's the prize. You need 420 tickets.
And then you can get
No, but she
whatever you
said like
want.
this mom was like freaking she got into a fight with a mom at Chuck E. Cheese. Like nowhere is safe.
No, it really is not. It's so
And you
crazy.
really can't. Like you know me, like I'm a little crazy and I will like snap
Pull.
back on instinct, but you really can't because
I
people
know.
people are crazy.
Yeah. I'm the opposite. I'm like, let's keep moving, folks.
Yeah, on me, I'm like, what are you looking at? Like, yeah, I once got into a fist fight almost in Aldi with
Oh, I
my two
feel like I
kids.
remember that. Did you
Yeah.
start recording them?
No, I didn't, but I told her like she's lucky that my kids are here and I'll like catch her outside. How about that?
No, Nikki, I would be so, so scared of you. Seriously.
What's so crazy though is my bark is so much bigger than my bite. Speaking of fucking bites, do you want to talk about Beethoven?
Nikki, please talk about Beethoven.
Okay. So I've been on my 90s nostalgia with my kids. Like, I'm just trying to introduce them to the movies that we grew up knowing and loving. And I'm finding that they're a lot more inappropriate than we remember them to be.
And
Now,
not like Disney inappropriate.
no,
Like
no, no.
the movies that you just assumed were about a fluffy dog are really about like something absolutely insane.
Okay, you guys. Beethoven 1, the plot of the movie is, Beethoven just like finds himself in these people's house, they adopt him, and now this freaking sick effer, Donna, I'm really trying to watch my mouth for you. He is looking for big dogs because he's testing ammunition. So he's looking for big dogs like Dobermans and St. Bernards to use their skulls as like ammunition target
No, and
practice.
that's what the movie that we all grew up watching and loved, Beethoven, is about. Like,
Yeah. And so Dr. Varnick, the vet, he goes into Beethoven's kennel and like punches Beethoven in the face and pretends to get Beethoven to bite him, all while this little 5-year-old daughter is watching from the window and she's like, he hit Beethoven. He didn't really bite him. And then it turns out that's really what happened. And they go and they freaking save the day.
that is so, and isn't it crazy to think that like, so you're watching this with your kids and you're like, this is like really inappropriate. You're like fast forwarding or you're like sheltering them from scenes. Like, no one was sheltering us.
But
Like,
you know
we
what's great?
definitely watched that movie from start to finish without anybody batting an eye.
But I remember the scene in the kennel when he's like punching Beethoven and getting him to bite him, and that was upsetting. Never once would I think that using St. Bernard's skulls as ammunition practice would be like the plot of a movie for 7-year-olds.
No. And this is why we're desensitized to like all the freaking drama that's happening like in reality TV because this is what we grew up
Right,
watching at 7 years old.
right.
It's like, oh my God, like it's nothing. Do you see what we were raised with? That's
No.
seriously nuts.
And by 16, we had like Sam and Ronnie from Jersey Shore
Wow, throwing chairs at
like
each other.
actually doing domestic violence on
I know.
TV.
I know. Really?
Gosh,
God. I do have like a story that kind of harps back on like how insane things
please,
were in the 90s and early 2000s. Should we just start with that?
why not? What a
Okay, I was going to start
transition.
with Mandy, but let's do that. So I saw this like crazy, just like fact, I guess, that Nick Lachey decided to confess. So Nick Lachey from 98
Nobody
Degrees,
asked him to
that
share.
nobody asked him to share. He confesses that he and his 98 Degrees bandmates kept an age of consent book on their tour bus. So on their tour bus, they had like a book for each state that had the age of consent. So
Wait,
it's like,
what?
oh,
Is it not
like
universally?
no, like some states, I think it's like probably in the South or the Midwest, it's like 16, 17. Most states, it's like 18, I'm pretty sure.
There is no reason why you need to have a book like that. Just
I
try and
know.
find like girls that are an appropriate age.
I know, but then, because
That
then I'm
seems
like,
predatory.
but Nikki, then well, the whole era of like the early 2000s was seriously so predatory, which is what I'm kind of like going to get into. But the flip side of this is some people are like, okay, well, at least they were mindful and they wanted to make sure they were like not doing anything
Mindful
dangerous.
predators?
No, because Nikki, all these other bands, like every band that was like on Warp Tour or like brand new, Taking Back Sunday, like when they were on tour, like they were for sure hooking up with like groupies from high school.
Oh, totally.
100%. So maybe, they want to
We
make
would
sure.
be those girls. We would be like,
No, it was just crazy. So this got me thinking, like, wow, this was actually like just kind of like normalized back then to be like 16, 17 and
wait,
dating
why did
somebody
he
that was
say
in their
that? And
young.
who did he say that to?
You know what? Another, not like a story, but an upcoming TV is there's like a documentary that is coming out about like the dark side of boy bands. And maybe he speaks in that, maybe he brings it up in that documentary. I'm
Wow.
not exactly sure like what platform he said this on. We'll see. Because it just got my mind thinking like of all the inappropriate relationships that were happening in the early 2000s of people that like we loved growing up and that were happening like at our time, like because it was just normalized to be 16 dating a 24-year-old. And I want to run through a list and see if you remember or if you realize any of these inappropriate age couples
Right. Okay.
from when we were growing up. Okay. So the biggest one for me that I remember that is like stuck with me my whole life is when Hillary Duff was 16, she was dating Joel Madden from Good
Yeah.
Charlotte, who is 25.
Wait, when she was how old? 16?
16. And they dated for over 2 years. And ironically, they broke up when she was 18. Like she's of it. And they were like publicly dating. Like they got like matching tattoos. Or I remember he got like a bumblebee tattoo like for her. Like they were a public relationship, 16, 25.
16.
Yeah. And nobody like that was just it was fine. It was
When you're
kosher.
16, you're
10th grade
that's disgusting.
or 11th grade.
Ew.
Yep. Yeah. And now like he's married to Nicole Richie and like I'm not saying that like Joel Madden is like this big creep. I really think they
No,
were
it was
just like
normal. Yeah. It was
it was
probably
like
like pushed together too.
they
Like
probably were pushed together like these
really
girls. And
encouraged.
actually I think
Like where was Hillary's team being like,
this
babe,
is
you're
crazy.
16.
I actually remember Demi Lovato and Kiki Palmer. Demi Lovato went on her podcast and they were talking about how like they both had really inappropriate like
Yeah.
age gap relationships when they were young, and it's because they felt like because they were in the spotlight, like people their age like couldn't relate to them,
Right.
so it was
They
like
grew
almost
up too
easier.
fast.
Yeah, it was like easier to connect with somebody that was like a little bit older, and you
Mhm.
were kind of presented like that as like you were older than you were.
Right. And everybody you were hanging out with was probably older.
Yeah, it was just like a crazy time. This next one is like pretty nuts. Not to slander Joe Jonas's name,
Oh God.
but Gigi Hadid. So Gigi Hadid and Joe Jonas dated at an age appropriate time. I think
Okay.
like she was in her young 20s, he was like in his late 20s, whatever. But they met at the Grammys when she was 13 and he was 18 years old, and he asked her out on a date. And
Ew.
she said no, and he gave his phone number to her mom, and they like kept in touch.
Okay, 13 is a child. They dated then after?
After, yeah, because I guess like they became friends at some point, and yeah, they ended up dating.
Ooh, like I'm sure she was like a gorgeous girl at 13, but like a 13
No,
year
that's
old, you're a
that's
fresh teen. 12, you're not a teenager yet.
you're
Like
not
you
in
are
high school.
freshly a teen.
Yeah, no, it's really crazy. Really crazy. Sorry, Joe Jonas, and for all the Joe
Oh,
Jonas lovers out there. Okay, now
yeah.
this is where it gets crazy because we have
You know,
one per.
Kevin would never.
No, Kevin, of course not.
Kevin
Kevin
would
would never.
never.
But the next one, we have one actor who dated three like inappropriately aged girls, like in a row, basically. And this person actually should have been locked up. Do you know who it is? Do you remember this?
Enrique Iglesias.
Close. Wilmer Valderrama.
Oh my God, Brie, that's like who I was thinking of. No,
I know, you're close.
oh my God, I'm dead. That's who I was thinking of.
You guys, we should have locked this man up. This is really crazy behavior. Okay,
That's who I was
so,
thinking of when you were talking about Hillary Duff.
oh, no,
I
no,
thought for
no.
some reason that I knew that he dated somebody young. Didn't he date like Lindsay Lohan?
Okay, so the first one is when he was
I'm
20,
sorry,
he
Enrique.
he dated Mandy Moore when she was 16.
Okay, 20 and 16, yeah.
So they met when she was 15 on a photo shoot. And then they started dating when she was 16. And then he went on the Howard Stern show and like announced that he took her V card. And she like came like I don't know where she like spoke up and came forward and said like that's not true and like he was lying. But like what this guy I think is like such a fucking
Yeah.
creep. So that's
Hmm.
the first one. Then when he was 24, he dated Lindsay Lohan. That was Lindsay Lohan. When he was
I was gonna
24,
let
he
that go.
dated he dated Lindsay Lohan, who was 17, but they didn't go public with their relationship until she turned 18.
Okay, so you know you're being a dog. Cool.
Yeah, you're like people are going to be upset with you. And then the
Right.
last one and the biggest one that everybody remembers is he dated Demi Lovato when he was 29 and she was 17. And again, they did not go public with their relationship until she turned 18.
Yeah,
And
that's
then they
gross.
dated on and off for 6 years. And this is like the big one.
Yeah.
Because, like, what's a 29-year-old dating a 17-year-old girl for? Even
Right.
18.
16 and 20 is also like a huge difference, but like 29 and 17, like 29, people are getting married.
Yeah. And here's the thing, it's not that like the age gap is like so insane. Like what's 29, 17, 12 years? Sure. When you're 30, you want to date a 42-year-old,
Right.
totally makes sense. Or even like
17, I wasn't even in college yet.
yeah, even
Like
25, but 17 and 29 is like why? What do you like and that's Nikki, that's like literally three relationships in a row. Okay, so then I have two more. The next relationship, I also think we all remember, like this was such a big deal, but Tyga and Kylie Jenner. Do you remember this?
yeah, I obviously I remember them dating. What was the age gap?
Okay, so they met when she was 14 because he was
Eesh.
at Kendall Jenner's like Sweet 16. And then they started dating apparently when she was 16 and he was 24. But I think they kept their relationship a secret for a while and they were like just friends. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Everybody was like, they're dating, they're dating. And they were like, no, we're just friends. And then they finally came public. But yeah, people think that when she was 16 and he was 24, they were dating.
Totally. Yeah.
So gross. And then the last one, this is the most disgusting one of all. Now, this didn't happen in the early 2000s, but this person was really big for millennials. Like he kind of like took over as far as like stand-up comedians, but you know who Dane Cook is, right?
Of course, I loved him.
Loved loved Dane
I
Cook.
had
Like
his all of his like comedy things on a CD and I used to
yep,
listen to them on a CD.
you shit on or around the coats.
Oh my God, Reese's Pieces.
He was so funny, but Nikki, now this is going to make you really hate him.
No, I
So he
know.
is married to this girl, Kelsey Taylor. They have been together since 2017. And they came out as officially dating when she was 18 and he was 45. But like internet sleuths, like this is like a rabbit hole for a lot of people on the internet because they think that they have been dating since she was like 16 years old, like if not younger, because she was like
How
in
does
his friend
40
group.
how is a 40-year-old man friends with a 16-year-old?
It's exactly how I think about it is how that older guy is friends with oh God, Dave, what's that freaking
Girl?
David Dobrik. Okay.
No, that's not who I was thinking of, though.
Oh, I was thinking of David Dobrik. You know, like there's that older guy in the David Dobrik friend group. There's always like that older guy that's like close with them.
Yeah.
I feel like Dane Cook has like a friend group like that where he has like a friend group of like younger people that think he's like cool and funny and he's like the old creepy man that is now married to an 18-year-old. How
Yikes.
nuts. Yikes, right?
But they've been married for a while. Not
Since
to like make.
2017. So,
All right, well, get your bag, girl.
is there a bag to
Wow.
get? Like, this Dane Cook doesn't do anything.
I know. And he got really, not to like ugly shame people, but like, yikes. He did
Yeah,
not age
he did
handsomely.
not age well. No, and he was like everywhere. He was in like all those movies
He
with like
was
Jessica
so
Simpson.
funny.
So funny. Yeah. What a fall from grace. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's like your like inappropriate age couples news segment that
Big
I
trigger
thought,
warning on this episode.
okay, let's swing things around back to Summer House. We had some breaking Summer House news this week because Mandy broke her silence on Scamanda and she released a statement that basically said, for my mental health, I need to get back on Instagram. I
Hmm.
need to make money. And if you guys see me out, just know that I'm still struggling. Like, if I look like I'm having fun, I'm dying on the inside. That's kind of what she said.
And the comments were so funny. Like, never in the history of life has somebody had to get back on social media for their mental health. I just need to drink poison and get back on social media and hang out
But
with this
then, like,
toxic guy.
here's the thing, like she had to break the silence, right? And she said in
Hmm.
her statement, like everything will, she's gonna be at the reunion, they'll address it all then, which okay, like fair. Like she's saving it for the reunion, but she wants to go out with her boyfriend, I guess, because as soon as she released that statement, that night, her and Wes
That
are out
night.
at a bar. Then they're out on a double date. A lot of people thought they were gonna go to Coachella together, and that's why she dropped the statement. And I just feel like I didn't realize that Amanda like had such a huge set of balls. Do you know what I mean?
Huge Brie.
Huge to like
Oh, and in
backstab.
her statement too, she was like, by the way, like I spoke to who I had to speak to.
I know.
Like, double down queen.
But there's nothing that she could say that like the public would feel satisfied with.
Totally. And you know
So
what? If you want to keep going with this, go ahead, I guess. But actions do have consequences. You will get dropped from your brain. Like you're not going to be
but
America's
why,
sweetheart anymore.
no, she's not going to be America's sweetheart, but like I don't necessarily agree with like losing brand deals over this. Like why should she not be able to work because she was like a bad friend,
No, I'm sure
like a
she'll
bad
get
person? Like,
more, but
do you
people
know what I'm
don't want to be,
saying?
yeah, people don't want to be associated with scandal. That's
Right now. But I think she's gonna be the person that like leans in, does things with brand. Like you know how Sierra posted the Sephora was like, oh, Sephora rewards loyal members. Like
mhm.
now, I could see Amanda turning to that route and doing brand deals where like they are dropping like
So she doesn't give a
snappy
fuck.
captions like that, like
Right.
in her like, do you know what I mean?
But that means that
The
you
villain edit.
literally don't care. You actually don't care and you don't want to salvage your relationship. That friendship is just gone.
No, I don't think she cares. I don't think she cares.
Okay. I
She
mean, and
obviously
that's
She obviously doesn't care about the friendship because she would have handled the entire thing differently to begin
right.
with. So like she made her statement then and there, like I
Just the
pick West.
set to show up out in public with him and then to put your dumb ass scarf over your head and like pretend to hide. We see you.
Well, and like what's the point of the scarf? I heard like that bar is like one of the most like popular like busy bars like in New York City. Like why hide? Like you made your statement, you immediately went out, like just now
Right.
just do it. It is what it is. Every rip the band-aid off. We're all gonna get used to it. If you guys are gonna be together, be together. Like everybody will get over it eventually, but I
Totally.
think everybody will be able to move on once we have the reunion. Because like we need to
We
know
we need
what
to hear
actually
Sierra.
happened. Yeah. And also I need to know from West, like, were you fucking other bitches, yes or no?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Because somebody DM'd us and they were like, I don't really understand why this is like such a big deal for Amanda to explore a relationship with West if like what West and Sierra had like wasn't necessarily so deep to begin with? It was a while ago. Like, why is it so crazy? And what I said back was like, the thing that makes it crazy is that what we're seeing play out on the season, and apparently what ends up happening is that West and Sierra like rekindle their romance. People say that
Mhm.
like they were hooking up after the summer, and they hooked up as far as like a
Recently,
couple
yeah.
2 weeks before the news broke that Wes and Amanda were together. So like it's so layered, and then Wes apparently had a girlfriend. There's all these other girls coming forward. So like I need to know, West, what was going on? Amanda, what did you know? Sierra, like how did you find out? Like we need to
Did you
know
have
all of it.
suspicions? Also, even if Sierra and Wes didn't hook up again this summer or after, West is actively pursuing her in air
Yeah,
quotes this season. So don't like play with her and
totally.
act like you give a shit and want to get back to her. And if you want to just rekindle a friendship, then rekindle a friendship. But the way
Yeah.
that he is making it out to look on this season is that he is romantically interested in her. He wants to gain her back in some sort of a romantic
Yeah.
way. It seems more than friends, and that's fucked up. And I know, like we're saying, like nobody really feels that bad for Kyle, but Amanda's still legally married to this man.
I
Like,
know.
what a
I know.
slap in the fucking face. Kyle, not to be like so lame, but like Kyle, I was scrolling, I sent it to you. I was scrolling on TikTok and randomly, like, my algorithm was like, oh, here's the birthday post that Kyle posted for West.
I
They're
know.
actually friends.
Yeah, they were friends. And like we said last week, for Amanda to like have all these lists of complaints of like all the things that have bothered her with Kyle and her relationship to go now just date a younger Kyle, it's just like against everything that Amanda's been saying and speaking about, like what she wants for her life. Like, Wes isn't moving to New Jersey.
Hmm.
You're not getting that house in the backyard with Wes. Like,
But
so
that's
that's why it's like,
fine.
is it all
To me, that's fine though, because right now you want to like
have
fuck
fun?
around and find out and have fun. But also, then you could have found literally anybody else in this city or
Yeah.
tri state area to have some fun with than West.
Or if it was going to be West, you have that conversation with Kyle and Sierra before, like,
It blows up and we start having
yes,
suspicions.
totally. Yeah, like we said, you could have done it in a different
Hmm.
way to like minimize the damage.
Hmm.
And that's why it's
She
so
doesn't care.
layered. Yeah, she doesn't care. Oh God. Okay, let's get into how far are we at? How many more stories can I crank in here?
35 minutes.
Okay, that's not bad. Okay, so I have let me do some TV casting news, and then I have like a very random interesting story that I saw that I wanted to share with the class.
Great.
So, some random casting news, and I don't think Nikki's going to care about any of these stories, so this is just for us girls,
Okay.
me and you listening.
I'll drink my wine. Thank you.
But for all the Dexter Resurrection fans, which if you didn't watch, Nikki, you should have
I
watched, like
know.
Dexter, the OG, there's been like a bunch of spin-off series since the original show ended, and I think they finally have one that stuck. It's Dexter Resurrection. Season one aired last year, and it's Dexter like back in New York City, taking on new villains, being his Dexter self, with his son now in the picture. And his son knows who he is. So they're doing a season two. It's about to start filming. It's going to air in October of this year.
That's good. That's spooky vibes. I like that.
And it's gonna celebrate, and it's like airing when the first season aired, so it's like the 20th anniversary of OG Dexter.
God, we're so old.
But the news is that Brian Cox from Succession, he played Logan Roy, like the big head honcho, the older man. He is joining season two, and he's like cast as a season regular. So people think that he's now joining season two as like the new villain,
Okay.
and people have like
You think that's good
high
cast?
expectation. Yeah, good
He's
cast
villain
and
vibes.
villain vibes for sure. And because season one left off where like we kind of know where season two, like the direction it's going to go in, like what Dexter is going to be pursuing. So
Okay.
if Brian Cox is going to be portraying like that serial killer, it's going to be so good. People are already like gassing it up, saying it's going to be like as good as Trinity Killer, which is like, if you watch Dexter, the Trinity Killer season, I think was season three, was like the creme de
Yeah.
la creme of Dexter. So I have high hopes, high expectations. I wanted to share with the class for all the Dexter girlies out there and Brian Cox, Succession. Like, we're happy to have you. Welcome.
And we just love saying Cox, so
Cox and boners.
love it.
Okay, the next little bit of casting news is that right around Halloween, American Horror Story posted a teaser that they were going to do a 13th season of American Horror Story this year. People were kind of like speculating like what the 13th season was going to be about, and they dropped a lot of the cast. So season 13 of American Horror Story is confirmed to be coming out in September, and it is also confirmed that it's going to be like a direct line from the Coven series, which is what a lot of people thought because it was announced this week that Sarah Paulson is like reprising her role, Emma Roberts is reprising her role, Jessica Lange is confirmed to be coming back to this season, and then other people that are going to be in the cast, we have Evan Peters, Angela Bassett, Kathy Bates, Billy Lord, Gabori
Wow.
Sidibe, Leslie Grossman, and Ariana Grande
Wow.
are all going to be in season 13, which is somehow related to the Coven
Did you
series.
like Coven?
I loved Coven.
Okay, maybe I should go back and watch that.
Yeah, it was good. And then they did another season, like maybe season 8, where there was like some of the same characters, like it was connected to Coven. Like we got some of the witches like in that season. So I think it's like a good through line for them to, because American Horror Story hasn't been on for a while, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and I know Ryan Murphy has the connect. Oh, Scream Queens was his
Scream
connection
Queens,
to
yeah.
Ariana Grande. Okay,
Yeah, and then all those other people that I listed have been big in the Ryan Murphy universe. So
and they're just
this is
like
going to be a
big.
big.
Yeah, they're huge. They're
I
these
know,
are the, like you said, creme de la creme
I
class
know.
of American Horror Story.
And that's coming out September of this year, which is like not. I feel like whenever I talk about a show
Yeah,
to look
it's
forward
like
to, it's in.
2027.
Yeah, so we have two so far. Dexter's coming out in October, and now we have American Horror Story season 13 coming out in September.
Great, because I always need a cozy, like I'm entering my depression once the summer ends and when school starts, like all right, I got to get
Yeah,
back into my shows.
so much to look forward to. The last like casting show news that I have is I think maybe you sent this to me, Nikki, but Food Network is launching their own like Chopped Survivor style spin-off TV show.
That's
It's
nice.
titled Chopped Castaways, and basically like they are picking 12 chefs are leaving behind the convenience of the kitchen setting and they're going to be stranded on a remote island. And
I
they're going
need
to
you
be
on the show. It's
okay,
so
let me just
cute.
read what. Oh, it says the new series will take chefs out of the kitchen and have them hunt, forage, and dive for their dishes in a bid to win the $100,000 grand prize. Every episode of Chopped Castaways will begin with survival driven physical challenges like archery, spearfishing, diving in the ocean, digging in the sand. They have to secure their ingredients for the first round, and they have to outlast their rivals to claim the prize. So, like, this seems actually fucking nuts. And it's coming out soon, May 12th.
Oh, cool. Well, on
I know
Bravo
it's
or
going to
on Food Network?
be, I think, on Food Network and then available to stream the next day on HBO Max. I think it's going to be like 8 episodes.
Cool.
But this does seem cool and like a great, like, family friendly show.
Yeah, I was a little more excited before you read the description. Like I thought they were like going to be foraging for their food. Like I feel like they're going to be when they say foraging, they're going to be like digging for a picnic basket in the sand of
No,
like
I
their
think,
ingredients, you
oh,
know?
like you think they're
Like
hiding stuff in the
yeah,
sand,
and like they're not really far. Like when you just
but they're
said
going to be
digging in
cooked.
the sand, I'm like, "Oh, okay." So like they're digging for the picnic basket
But I
of
think they're going to have to
ingredients.
like make fire to cook their
Oh, I'm sure.
food,
Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna have to like
like
cook on. Yeah, they're not gonna have
an
like
open flame. Yeah, it's
totally.
going to
Yeah,
be so different, but maybe they will be like, they're going to be like, there's a basket up in the trees. You got to climb up there and get your ketchup.
right. Here, shoot this arrow through this
Yeah.
pineapple for your mango salsa.
But I might check it out. Like, I don't know. It
Totally.
sounds
Yeah,
interesting.
right up your
And then
alley.
the last news story that I have is so random, you guys, but I thought it was so interesting. Um, so I'm like, how do I even lead into this because it's so weird? I guess I'll just rip the band-aid off, but it
Gender.
has long been believed that when a woman gets pregnant, that the egg is just kind of like passively waiting to be impregnated by the sperm. That's like the
Okay.
story. It's like quickest sperm gets there.
Yeah.
That's how you get pregnant. But now there's a new study that came out that said that the egg actually like communicates with the sperm and picks the sperm
Of
that
course
gets
we do.
to.
Of course we fucking do. And you know what? Who's the doctor who found this out? Not a man.
Not a man. Isn't that
Of
crazy
course.
though? Like everybody should just be like thanking their mothers that they exist. Like it's so crazy. Like you were chosen. Like
Right.
you did not just like the fastest one won. Like no, we chose you. We
Right.
chose you to be here.
Yeah. And you know what else is so crazy about eggs?
What?
So, like, our eggs were in our mom's
I know.
body. So, like, my mom carried, would it be all my kids or just Livy?
All of your kids, all of your eggs, you're born with all of your eggs at once. So they're already like developing while your mom's pregnant with you.
All of my kids have been in my mom's stomach because they were in my stomach.
Well, that's also why they say like generational trauma. Like Kourtney Kardashian, I remember
Oh,
really talking about this on an episode that like because
that's so interesting.
like your mom is born with you plus your kids inside of you, like that's already
Whoa.
like so much of your mom's DNA and genetics, and then her
Yeah.
mom's like it's just a whole long line of like what I remember Kourtney Kardashian
We're
like
like
literally saying
doomed
like
from the start.
yeah, that's generational trauma. Like that's why you have like yeah, just like a whole
Oh, it's
thing.
like
That's a whole
really
other rabbit
deeper
hole.
than just like, yeah,
Your eggs.
right.
But do you want to know what they're calling this process now that they discovered?
What?
Cryptic female choice.
Okay. Why? Like, why do they need to make it so nasty?
Because it's cryptic, I guess. Like, because they still have a lot more to
Why?
learn, like how they're communicating. But this is also like big news because
Fuckers.
now they can start researching like how is the egg communicating? Because I think also like correct me if I'm wrong, I'm so sorry, but I've never had IVF, but it's my understanding that when you do go through IVF, they take your eggs, they take the sperm, they choose like the fastest, the strongest, the best shape, like the one most perfect sperm
Hmm.
to impregnate the egg. But now that they have information that like
Right.
the egg likes to choose, like they could start like testing that
They're
and
gonna
seeing
put
if
them
that
on a candlelight dinner and say which one would you like, which one's whining and dining you the best in that little petri dish.
and
Wait,
see like what responds.
right? That's so there's so many layers there. I mean, I have so many questions. Like that is huge.
But that could help reduce like failed IVF cycles.
Failed IVF cycles. What about like just chromosomal things?
Yeah. Because it's like believed that the egg is picking the sperm that they think is like the best genetic match.
Hmm.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, great. So it's our fault when it doesn't work.
No, I don't we don't need to like I'm not a scientist or a doctor, you guys. This is just like a quick
No, but that's
research.
how they're gonna turn it on us because we're too fucking emotional and we can't choose the right fucking sperm now. Great. All our fault.
But I just thought that was so interesting. Like, yeah, just please give us more respect. Like, we are the reason for anybody to be here, and you're welcome.
Also, how long has IVF been going on for? Like, we've had eggs. We've been looking at eggs for a while now.
We've got eggs on ice. Like,
We're
let's
just figuring this out. People have been having babies forever, and we're just now finding out that eggs might deserve a little more credit.
so true. Like, we're just like a damsel in distress. Like,
No,
oh
right?
my God,
Oh,
whoever gets
help,
here.
help! Who's gonna rescue me? Who's gonna make me the most
Oh
uncomfortable person in the world for 10 fucking months because they lie to you and say it's 9, but it's really 40 full weeks? And then you'll have hemorrhoids down to your knees. And the pelvic floor will never be the same. You'll always have a big fat fupa. But make sure you get back to work after 6
no. Oh my
weeks.
God, Nikki. I can't.
Anyway, I have a lot of thoughts.
And that's Nikki's generational trauma dump.
Ridiculous.
Oh God. Okay, so those are the stories that I picked. We really gave you a little bit of everything. Some age inappropriate relationships, new
Yes.
waves in the IVF
Some
community.
science. We're girls, we're ladies in STEM. Like,
And some shows to look forward to at the end of the year. Like, what more could you want from a podcast?
I don't know.
And we still have a
Nothing.
lot more to go. We're halfway there, you guys.
Buckle up. The sillies are just getting started.
I know. Oh my God. We are silly, silly gals. Okay. Let's get into some TV recs because I watched a lot of TV this week because the only show we're recapping for the podcast currently is Summer House plus our bonus. But me and my husband watched one of those documentary Untold episodes on Netflix, and it was Untold Chessmates. You guys, it was so good. I was like captivated. I actually want to know what people think. And it was this big
Chessmates?
chessmate. So Andrew already kind of like knew the story before we watched it, which is shocking. He like never knows anything like that. But apparently
Don't
there
spoil.
was I won't, but there was
Okay.
this big chess scandal a couple years ago where there was like this reigning chess champion for like 13 years and some underdog beat him in a tournament. And the person was convinced that the underdog cheated and he like dropped out of the tournament and it was like a whole fucking
Sounds
thing. And
familiar.
then it
Okay.
was just like a rabbit hole of like, did this person cheat or not? And you can let me know what you think if you watch the episode. And it takes
Okay.
a very interesting turn to say the least.
Is it just one? It's like a movie.
Yeah, it's like a little over an hour, one and done. Interesting story,
Great.
interesting characters, and they're speaking. Like they're helping to narrate it. Like everybody involved
Both?
is speaking. Yeah, both of them.
Oh, good. I like
And
that.
they are like, one of them is wackadoodle.
If you are the reigning chess champion for 13 years, I would have to say, like, you might have a screw or two loose. No offense to the
No,
to the
he's
chess
not even the crazy. I
community.
mean, he's weird, but he's like not the crazy one. The
The
underdog.
newcomer? Of
The
course he
newcomer,
is. Of course
the
he
young
is.
buck. I know.
Mm,
Okay, so I watched that. Highly recommend. Just like a
great.
good watch, and takes again a crazy wild turn that I won't spoil. The Laguna Beach reunion is out on Roku. I have like 20 minutes left, but it was such a pleasure and a delight to watch it. I also listened to Lauren Conrad on Kristen Cavallari's podcast, which they recorded after they filmed the special,
But
but
before it aired.
the podcast came out before it aired. So I feel like it was like very interesting to listen to the podcast because at the beginning I felt like it was like very awkward. Like
Oh,
Kristen didn't even like intro Lauren Conrad. They just kind of like the vibe was like weird. And then towards the end, I feel like they started to like get their groove going. But
oh, that's
Lauren
weird.
Lauren is like a very like reserved
Mm-hmm.
person. Like she doesn't really want to go there and Kristen like wants to know everything. Like Lauren would not dive into like any celebrity she's been on a date with, any celebrity she's hooked up with. Like she's like not there to spill tea. She's just like fulfilling her duties of being on the reunion and then she's like carrying on with her
Right. For being a
very normal
millennial
life.
icon.
She basically said like you will never see her on TV again after this. Like this is it.
Oh,
She's closing the chapter.
good. You know what? Good for her. I
She
love that for
lives
her.
in Laguna Beach.
Wow.
I know. And
I
she just
told
like
you,
loves her
Brie,
life there.
the two of them looked so gorgeous. Like
I
that,
know.
they are just
Beautiful.
beautiful, beautiful millennial gals. Are they millennials?
Yeah, they're only a little bit older than us.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you watch the reunion?
I did not.
It was so great. I feel like Talon is in love with Kristen. Oh my God, he
Really?
wants to be with he loves her so much. Like,
Does she love
yeah.
him?
No.
Oh,
I think
okay.
she like he's like a brother to her, like an
Hmm.
annoying brother. Steven looks so good too. Everybody looked really good, honestly. Lo wasn't there because she was like about to give
Hmm.
birth. And Kristen asked on the podcast to Lauren Conrad, like, you and Lo are like best friends. Like, what happened there? Is there anything, anything that we should know? And she just said, no, like we just grew up. Like that's life. You don't always stay best friends with people you were friends with in high school and we just like grew apart and they're still friends, they still talk, there's nothing
Oh,
weird there, they're
okay.
just not like up each other's ass.
Fine. Right.
Yeah. Also, I think that Lauren Conrad looks like appreciates Laguna Beach more and like hates the hills.
Mm.
Like Kristen even asked her like it seems like you're open to talking about Laguna Beach but like you don't want to talk about the hills.
Because the hills got dark for her. Like for
Yeah.
her, I feel like the hills was real life. I know we all think it was like all scripted, but Heidi
It
was her
wasn't, it
best.
wasn't.
Heidi really was
Yeah.
her best friend. And I think her relationship with Heidi and Spencer was
Yep.
fabricated, definitely, but was also very real and very traumatic for her.
100%. So yeah, I think that like Laguna Beach is like, oh, it's like high school, it's like silly, like it's kind of like cute at this
Hmm.
point, but like The Hills was yeah, like
Too
too
real, too
dark
dark.
for
And
yeah, so she
Audrina and
like
Justin Bobby. I mean, it was, yeah.
and just like really having to like fake your life. Like she was saying that like she had a boyfriend in real life, but on the show she's like dating Brody
Oh,
or
really? I
whatever,
was gonna
whoever
say
she was dating.
how scripted was the show? Did they go there?
Yeah, I think it was pretty scripted, like
Oh,
very
really?
scripted. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Or very like this is your storyline,
Uh-huh.
bring it. And she actually said that when she found out that Kristen was joining the cast, she was relieved because she was like, "Oh, thank God, now I can like start an exit plan and to step
Okay.
back." Because she was like, "Kristen will come on the show, she'll bring in, and I can now start get ready to leave the show because like she did not like it."
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that as her, like, as an adult. It seems like she's not super into the spotlight. What does she do now?
Well, she has like her clothing line, and I think her husband is like a lawyer or something like that. Like I think he's
But she's
wealthy
not
and
like an influencer. She's not like use code
she doesn't even like
LC.
post on
Yeah.
Instagram. Yeah.
She
She
has
has like
like
her
business ventures that she's working on
totally. I
personally and
think she
not.
has just like a very normal, slow living life at the
I think that's
beach.
great.
And I know, I love that for her. So happy for her.
Yeah.
So yeah, I still have to finish it, but what I saw so far was good.
Wait, who hosted?
It was Casey Wilson,
Who is
because she's
she?
like a big Bravo girly too.
Okay,
You
because
would know her if you saw her.
I was listening to Dan Levy on Therapist. Great freaking episode, by the way. I've been telling you. Also, like, what the hell is Jake Shane's schedule for Therapist? Because, like, every time I open the podcast app, it's like new episode, new episode, new
I
episode
know.
every freaking day. But he just had Dan Levy on. And I told you, like, sometimes Therapist gets, like, a little crazy because Jake is just, like, word vomit. Like, I feel like he doesn't come in with a script. He has no, like, guiding questions. He's just like, hey, so what are you working on? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about Caches. Like, but Dan Levy, the interview was so like Dan just steered the ship and like you really got a lot about Schitt's Creek. And he said he used to host every single reunion or after show. I forget what he said about, but he said he hosted one of the two for Laguna Beach and the Hills, every single one. He said he was shocked that they didn't ask him
Oh
to do
my
this
God.
reunion.
They
He was
should
like,
have asked him.
that's interesting.
That is so crazy. And it's so funny you brought up Dan Levy because actually the Sweet Potato
Am
Boys,
I calling
our
him Dan
favorite.
Levy? I'm
I don't know.
so sorry for that disrespect.
I think it's Dan Levy.
I think you're right.
Okay. But the Sweet Potato Boys messaged us and said that Dan Levy has a new show that just came out on Netflix and
Oh, really?
they highly recommend it. It's
Wait, what's it
called
called?
Big Mistakes.
Okay, that's probably why he was on too to talk about that.
Yes, it just came out on Netflix. The premise is that Dan Levy plays a New Jersey pastor, and his sister Morgan are blackmailed into working for gangsters after a failed theft involving their dying grandmother.
Okay.
So I'm not exactly sure, but they said it's so good and they recommend it.
Dan Levy playing a pastor is so funny. And he's actually really Schitt's Creek wasn't just luck. Like he's very intentional in the way that he makes shows. He was so lucky because all of Schitt's Creek season one, he's like, it was slow, it was boring. Like we laid the foundation because anything that deserves a big reaction in a TV show, especially ones like Schitt's Creek, you need to earn it from your audience. Like we couldn't get a big reaction without laying that foundation down. Where shows now, like if it doesn't go viral or it doesn't hit in the first fucking 20 minutes, we're like so over it. We don't give shows now a chance to like get their legs.
You're so right.
And he said he was on this tiny ass platform in Canada and it's Pop TV, which was the old TV guide. That's what Schitt's Creek was on.
Oh,
Isn't that so
wow.
crazy?
That is crazy. I do remember that it was like a show in Canada and it started to like blow up.
Yeah, he said during COVID
Oh, wow. Oh my
because
God,
he was like,
COVID?
kind of like it was this family living in tight quarters together and they
Yeah.
lost everything and like people could kind of start to see themselves in this situation. But
Oh, that's crazy.
he also said that he loves like a 3 season show. Like a show needs to know when it's their time to end.
Tell me lies.
Yeah,
Perfect.
exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
Great interview. So, therapist recommend. That's my TV rec.
Perfect.
Thanks.
Let's get into upcoming TV. I have two things this week, very exciting. One that I talked about at the beginning, HBO Max is dropping a documentary called Boy Band Confidential. It's actually produced by Joey Fatone from NSYNC,
My
right?
man. Of course, Brie. That was my one true love.
Oh
Of
yeah, that was your
course.
boy. And it's going to feature revealing interviews with Lance Bass, AJ McLean, Boys to Men, and it's basically kind of like the dark side of boy bands.
Mm.
So that's coming out on April 13th on HBO Max, which is like, I don't know, tomorrow. And then the next
Hey,
upcoming TV,
Monday.
oh wow, that's crazy. The next one for this week, which is most exciting for me, is that Noah Khan's documentary is coming out on Netflix. It's going to be streaming also on the 13th, titled Noah Khan and Out of Body, and it basically follows him like after the success of Stick Season and like now him navigating like who he was before fame and who he is after and trying to like find balance and just like a sense of self again like in his new life.
Because he's a normal dude. Like,
Very normal and very like emo and
mhm.
self-reflective and like a little depressed. Like actually Andrew was like, I
He's our
think we might need to.
KJ. He's KJ Dillard, our
He is. I
king.
love him so much. But Andrew made a good point. He's like, I think we might need to stop listening to Noah Khan all day, every day, like with Callum, because like the music like is depressing. It's not like upbeat, uplifting music. It is like, I don't know if we want like he can understand now. Like, do we want to be sending that
Right.
message?
He's just like looking out the window, like with the
No, and
rain
he
dripping
is.
down the the window
That is
pane.
what he's doing. Like, and Callum is like he is like a
The
deep
deep.
kid. So I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, maybe we'll put Taylor Swift back on.
Right.
Okay, let's get into now our recaps. I put the In the City trailer down here.
Yeah.
We can just touch on it. I feel like the biggest takeaway from the trailer was Hey Cutie, Hey Mandy,
Mm-hmm.
West and Amanda hug. And I just have a feeling like that's the only time we're going to see West in the entire
Totally.
series of In the City.
Completely.
And that they're just like putting that in there to like get us.
Because we really didn't even see much of Kyle and Amanda, because what is there to see about Kyle and Amanda? Again, their story this season is going to be so irrelevant.
Yeah. I mean, I think like people do want to see like what finally got them to the point of like let's announce our divorce, which like we'll
Are we
get from
getting that though?
we see the one clip that we see of them in the trailer was when it was like don't come for me and I won't come for you, you know?
I know
She's
that
like is
was
that a
kind of weird
threat?
though.
Well, I saw somebody post this too where it's like if we saw that clip of Amanda like pre Scamanda, we'd be like, yes, Amanda, like stick up for yourself, girl. But now
Hmm.
we're like, ugh, eye roll, like don't care.
No, that's everything. And I also want to talk about the trailer for next season, next
Oh,
episode
next
of
episode.
Summer House, because again, we're watching
I
Amanda
know.
with these new lenses, and it's like, oh, okay, got you, got you.
Also, in the city, there's so many cast members. Like
Yeah.
it's very The Valley, which I think you said, but there's so
Hmm.
many cast members. I'm just like, it's almost too many for me to feel like I could get excited about.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy? We have Whitney Fransway
Yes.
in the city cast. She's from Nick Viall's season of The
Okay.
Bachelor, and also there's like it's just like the Bachelor to Bravo crossover is so crazy
Hmm.
because Jasmine, who is on the Valley, was
Yeah.
also on Nick Viall's season.
Oh my God, that's so funny. It's like their token bachelor person
I
from
know.
Nick
And then
Viall season to be in.
seriously, and then also Sally, who's on Southern Charm, was on The Bachelor.
Oh my God, yes, she was.
And then Ashley I on Real Housewives of Rhode Island.
Okay, you're so right.
I also feel like the second biggest reaction from the In the City trailer was just like, ugh, Danielle.
Yeah, that was a big one too. Like, why? Like, honestly, like, can we give her another chance? She's grown. Bree's like, no. Let's all just give Danielle another chance.
The thing with Danielle, and I said this to somebody in the DMs, is like she normally I love desperate energy. Like
Hmm.
give it to me, I'll take it. But she's like desperate in a
Kind
way
of
that's like
negative. Yeah.
uncomfortable to
Annoying.
watch. Yeah, annoying. Like trying too hard to make fetch happen and it never lands and she
Right.
never gives up. She keeps on trying, which I guess respect, but it's just like a little annoying.
It's like a little whiny, annoying.
Yeah. It's just like try hard not in a way that I enjoy.
Well, let's just see.
Okay, we'll see. And
I
I'll
will
watch for
say,
Lindsay.
I will say Danielle was the only person to call Amanda out on her bullshit and say
That's
like that
true.
she was the least trustworthy. So maybe Danielle,
That is
I'm
true.
just trying to help you, Danielle.
Anything else for the trailer that you wanted to?
No, it was giving very much Valley vibes for me, which is very negative. When we started watching The Valley, my husband was like, I don't want to watch a show about people who live the same lives that we do. Like, I don't want to see like your stroller in your hallway and you and your kids and like you with your spouse. Like, it's just too, I don't need to see you doing all that. I do that every day.
Well, and those all those people hate each other, so it's not
I
like they're
don't.
having fun.
But I almost feel like it was very kind of toxic energy on this trailer too. I feel like
Yeah,
there was a lot of arguing and not much fun having.
yeah. And the city should be fun.
It should be fun.
So I guess we'll see. That's coming out. Oh, I don't think they dropped a date, but oh no, that is actually coming out at the end of the season of Summer House. I think the finale of Summer House is going to be like 2 hours because it's going to be the finale and then
Got you.
roll right into In the City. So that will
Vanderpump
be
Rules
here.
style. Yep.
Yeah, so that'll be here soon. And then also, I put up a question box to see if anyone had like questions for us for the episode, and somebody did bring up a situation happening on Southern Hospitality, which like Nikki and I like just started getting into it. I started episode 1 of season 3. I'm gonna
Same.
try to like watch and see how far I can catch up because the season looks really good. There's so much discourse about it. There's so much drama. Like I want to see what people are talking about. So
Yeah. I tried to start from season 4, but what season we're on now, but everything because I was like, oh, they'll just give us the tidbits, the recap from last
yeah,
season, and the
that'll be
recap from
enough.
last season was like, I've got to go back. I've got to
Yeah.
see what they're talking about. So we're going to start
Yes.
from the season prior and try to catch up to you guys.
Yeah. And then if we do catch up, maybe we'll throw her on there, give our thoughts.
But what
Okay,
was the
well that
question?
the question was why is Michaels not getting as much shit for yelling at a female cast member like Craig did? Like why is he getting a pass when Craig
Because
is
he
like being
probably because he's gay. No,
I was gonna
really.
say probably because he's gay and also I think he's really young.
Mm,
So maybe it's like we'll give him a little bit of grace, but I don't know. I don't know Michaels yet. Like I
right.
met him just on episode 1 and
And
but I have seen a lot of stuff
I also
about
have a
him.
feeling like I wouldn't love that either, though. Like, I don't think I'm
Yeah,
like down for Michaels doing that.
totally. But when we get there, we'll let you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's get into our Summer House recap because, again, just like
Mhm.
watching every episode now is just like a totally different
So,
experience.
the first we open the episode at Lindsay's housewarming, and can I just say, Lindsay loves a housewarming party.
Oh my, Lindsay like loves anything that she's in charge of. She's the center of. It's all about her, and she's here to show you what she's got. And that's why we like Lindsay. But the housewarming party was so funny because she gives her speech.
Brie. This was the TikTok and Instagram that we just posted. Like, Lindsay never thinks about Carl.
Yes,
Twice or thrice he was
I
mentioned
think it
in
was
her.
thrice.
But she was like, yeah, and like my last housewarming was at my other house where I lived with my ex, and my ex is here right now, and he's here right here. Ding, 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 ding. And they were all just like, oh my God, Lindsay, wrap it up.
The way that Carl has handled the fallout or like the
He's
breakup of their
so much
relationship,
grace. Yeah.
so much grace and just really shows that like
He is like
what
a
is
fucking duck. It just
I
rolls off
know.
his back. Like, it really, he doesn't let anything. She's like trying to antagonize him almost. And he's just
Yes.
like, good for you, Lindsay. Like, you know what?
That's what I was gonna say. I actually feel like it proves that Carl is like so far removed from that
Yeah.
relationship. Like
He
he
doesn't
is
give a shit.
actually moved on, and Lindsay like is still in it a little bit.
Hmm.
Because
Totally.
why do you have to bring it up? It's like you're talking to Bailey, you're making fun of Carl. Carl's in the room, you can't like not pick on Carl. It's like always picking on Carl, but you say like you don't want to be friends and you don't think about him, but like you literally don't leave him alone.
Like, I think she's uncomfortable, and her way of making it more comfortable is to make a joke about it. But if you're saying you don't care, then stop
No,
talking about him because he's not talking about you. He never
I
talks
know.
about her
He
ever.
never does. Yeah, he doesn't even like confront her about like when she does like talk about him.
No, he's
But
just
also I
like,
guess like what is he gonna say? Like I think he knows that like he really hurt her by
mhm.
ending the relationship the way that she did. So he's like giving her a pass, like, okay, this is how she wants to deal with it and grieve with like the end of our relationship. Like she can do whatever she wants and like I'll be here like if she
Mhm.
wants to be friends again.
They just did a fucking Uber Eats commercial together.
I know.
Like,
I hope they're gonna be
there is
friends.
healing.
I know.
No,
There's
just gonna
healing.
be like, he's my work partner. Like, you loved it. I saw you hand him that napkin.
Wait, I found out such a crazy fact that I have to share with the class, but we meet Mia's boyfriend, Scott,
Mm.
in this episode, who we have not met, who we've just heard a lot about. He's like opening restaurants in Miami, restaurants in New York. He's a busy restaurateur. Do you want to know who his business partner is?
Who?
Michael B. Jordan.
Oh,
Yep.
wow. And when you say business partners, what do you mean? Like,
They invest money and open restaurants together.
oh, and
Like they own
he's the
restaurants
chef of, or
together.
he owns restaurants? What's his?
No, he opens restaurants. So it's
Okay.
like, and I'm sure Michael B. Jordan's like an investor. So he gives like
Mm-hmm.
X amount of dollars to open the
Sick.
restaurants. Like they're all like part owners of this restaurant. And another one of his business partners, I don't think with Michael B. Jordan, just like on another project, is Kwame, who was Maya's ex-boyfriend. Remember Maya when she was on Summer House and she was dating that chef, Kwame? He was like on Top Chef and he's like a big time chef in the industry.
Okay.
That's another one of his business partners. They open restaurants together.
I don't remember him.
Oh my God. Well, I guess like Maya was only really on this show for like
Yeah.
one or two seasons, but I just thought it was so random. Like a connection to Summer House already, plus Michael B. Jordan when everybody's shipping him with Sierra. Like you have Rihanna that could set you
Wow.
up, and now you have Mia's boyfriend.
Oh, totally.
But I kind of feel like Mia and her boyfriend are not together anymore.
Yeah, it would their interaction was kind of a little awkward.
Yeah, it was awkward.
Like he seems like he did not want to be there. They just like gave like a high five and a pat on the ass like on the way out. Like thanks for coming, thanks for swinging by. See you next time.
See you
See
in
you next time when I get whatever that is.
Yeah, I'll see you in 3 weeks. Um, Also at the party, we meet Sabrina, who's now like we hear about Sabrina 2 episodes ago, and now she's here as Ben's girlfriend. And Nikki, the way that this girl Sabrina has like really torn threads apart, like people are so divided on her.
How?
And I think it's because
Talk about
every
desperate energy.
well, Nikki, here's the thing. People hate Amanda right now, so they're looking for like every reason to hate her
Mhm.
even more. And people are saying like I saw somebody made a video that I actually commented on because I like couldn't believe this was a real video. It was like Sabrina comes into the party with the most like girl energy I've ever seen. Like
She was
she becomes
smashed
she
out of her
clicks with
mind. She could barely form a fucking sentence, Brie, slurring, literally drooling over Sierra. I've never in my life. That was so bizarre, and I can't believe Sierra was eating it up the way that she was.
I think they're friends IRL, like right now.
Of course they are. An enemy of Amanda is a friend of Sierra's.
So true. I don't know if they're actually friends, but Sabrina marked herself safe in the Scamanda drama and posted a picture of her and Ben and Sierra together, like Team
No,
Sierra.
Sabrina, please go to sleep. So Sabrina and Ben are still together now.
Yes. And I think like the running theory is that Sabrina and Ben were together the whole summer. Apparently they were like living together and that's why it's like not as weird that she just like jumped back into a relationship with him, but he's just like really like gave her permission to like make her presence known.
Cool. Not even concerns. Like, I don't care that Ben and Sabrina are back together. That's fine with me. I don't care if they weren't talking and now they just want to like act like they're married. Her energy
Yeah, it
coming
was
into
crazy.
this party was crazy. And then you're going to go up to Amanda, and I know we all hate Amanda right now. We all hate Mandy, but you're going to be like, "So what's going on with Kyle? I just want you to be happy." I'd be like, "I just want you to like fart off. Like, why are you even talking to me?"
Totally. And everybody she went up to, she was like, "Oh my God, I've heard so much about you."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh my God." No, it was so weird. Like, number one
Glad.
fan of the show. She looks so familiar too, by the way. Like, maybe she's
Mm.
an influencer. I just feel like I've seen her before, but she came in so hot. And when I saw that, people were like defending her and loving her. I was like, wait, what side of the internet am I on? Like,
No.
where's the nasty bitches
Nope,
that
nope, 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 nope. I'm here. I'm here for you. 10 motherfucking toes down. Like, no way.
Yeah, I thought it was really, like, really crazy. Like, if I was a cast member on the show and somebody's girlfriend came in like that, I would be like so icked out that they would like have a playbook on me and they're studying me and they've been like
Yeah.
waiting to meet me and tell me like all their opinions about myself.
But also when Sabrina was just like fangirling over Sierra, she wasn't even saying words. She was just like, you're just so like, and you know, like you're just so everything about you. Like you're an icon, girl. And it's like, you haven't even met me. What are you talking about? You know
Nikki,
nothing about me.
that's like all those Gen Z videos that I like to send you where it's like two Gen Z girls having a conversation. It's like, I
Yes.
know, right? No, oh my
Yeah.
God, same. No, literally. No, I
No.
love that.
No, yeah, like totally. Like, and I was just like, you know,
Same. Yeah, go
that
girl.
that was like when Kathy Hilton, oh, when Kyle said that Kathy Hilton talks in shorthand.
So true. Oh man, that's so
Okay. We're all
funny.
just like pinching our fingers at each other. Clamp.
Clip. Anything else for the party?
For the party, just when Bailey hugged Carl and she was just like rejoicing that she made physical contact. She goes, I hugged him, physical contact engaged. Like such a fucking little nerd. Like love. Obsessed.
I know that was cute.
So cute. And Levi has been all over my TikTok. I fucking love this girl. She's so weird and
She's
quirky
so
and like
weird.
cool and like, but like cool and interesting. And I'm really
Oh,
mad that we haven't got to see her.
maybe season two. I mean, not season two. Maybe next season if they come back. Oh,
Maybe.
that just reminded me. The summer house is for sale.
I saw that.
So
So what does that
like,
mean?
like we need. They have to give us an update at the reunion. Like, what is the future of summer house? Like, there's just so many questions. Like, we need to mention it all. Like, what the fuck's going on?
Because like filming will be happening sooner than later.
July.
Yeah.
Yeah, first week in July. Okay, let's get to the Lindsay, Mia, and Amanda lunch because the three of them go out to lunch and Mia
Oh, just
opens.
real quick, this isn't like the most important, but when Sierra went to North Carolina,
Oh, yeah, I was going to do that next. I thought maybe I had it out of order.
oh, that's okay. I just wanted to say like that it was so she's so lucky and it's so beautiful for her to have that foresight to just see what her grandparents wanted and
She's
like
so
try to make it
mature.
happen. Yeah. It's like and how emotional she's getting. It's like she's really connected. Like she really gets it.
I was thinking the same thing, like how deep she felt, but like she said, like she moved around so much as a kid and it seemed like
Mm,
she has a very,
complicated.
yeah, complicated relationship with like her childhood. So I feel like
Mhm.
that house was like a very happy
And
part
sacred,
of
yeah.
like safe, sacred, just like a really like bright spot in her childhood. And she had the opportunity to buy it and she went through the greatest of lengths to
Yeah.
get it. I'm so happy for her that she did. Somebody also said that like give Sierra a home renovation show, like renovating that house. Like I want to see the before and afters and like
And the
I want
block, she has the whole block is like full of like her family's homes.
I don't know if I think like she said like
Some of
all
them
the
did sell,
they like
yeah.
sold them off, but also I want to see Sierra have that home renovation show, fall in love with like the sexy contractor, and then now she moves and lives on a farm. Where were they? North Carolina.
Hmm.
Like what she's always wanted. Like let's do that. Like I'm
Let's
sorry,
do
Michael B.
that.
Jordan, but Sierra needs simple.
Yeah.
You know, she
Yeah.
needs a simple life. Like she wants to just like be happy
Yeah.
and like
I just
be
thought that scene
relaxed.
was so beautiful. Like it really made me emotion.
Whenever Sierra cries, like I
I
want to
know.
cry. And it's just because like
There's so much in there.
she's been so vulnerable this season, like
Yeah.
opening up so much. And also I think this was the first time we've ever met her mom.
I want to say we've met her mom, or she's at least talked about her mom. She's talked about her parents a lot before.
Yeah, but I think that was the first time we met her and I was like, "Oh my God, Sierra, your mom, like we need like an intro." Like I don't know. I
Yeah.
just like wanted more. Um yes, happy for Sierra. Okay, so the lunch, speaking of opening up, Mia opens up at this lunch with Lindsay and Amanda that she has lost both of her parents.
Yeah.
Nikki, I was fucking crying on my couch. And she was saying how, like, one, that just like rocked her world, like
Yeah.
changed her forever. The strength that this girl has, that like, one, we're just finding out about this now. And two,
Yeah.
that like, whenever we see her, she's like so happy, so positive, such a good friend, always there for everybody. When she said that, I was like,
No.
oh
And
my
that is
God.
like to lose one parent is crazy, but I know like as a girl, like and we're just such like
Yeah.
mama's
Mom.
girls, mommy's
I know.
girls. We love our
We really are.
mommies. Like, and she's like, I have so much energy to give. And normally I would like be giving that to my mom and I'd be calling my mom and trying to, give that energy to her. And I just feel like I need to, like, she's thinking about having children and moving on in her life and how she can give that energy to her future children. Like,
I
that
know.
lunch was really nice. Like, that was big girl talk.
That was big girl talk. And she basically said like she gave her boyfriend like an ultimatum. And like who
Hmm.
better to have one, a conversation with about like the fears of potentially being like a single parent or a single
Yeah.
parent in your relationship than and also an ultimatum than Lindsay Hubbard, like the
Right.
queen. Like I feel like that was like the perfect person to
Yeah.
open up this discussion to. And also because like Lindsay is like very like articulate and like
Hmm.
well spoken, like and she even though like I used to not like her, I do feel like she is like a good listener.
Hmm.
And I just feel like she was a good ear for Mia to talk about. And when Mia said like, I just feel like having a child would heal me,
Yeah.
and Lindsay like agreed, like, yeah, like having Gemma like does heal a part of you. Like she
Hmm.
doesn't speak to her mom. That's like a very deep cut for her. And like now having your own daughter
You get to
and you
rewrite
get
your own history.
yes, like I feel like some people say like, oh, like don't have kids thinking that. But like, no, like there is something about like having a kid. If you have something like, especially with your parents, your
Hmm.
things with your childhood, like it really does like heal a part of you that maybe you wouldn't think is possible. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Hmm.
Like I really do feel the way. And when Mia said that, I was like, you are like meant to be a mom. Like you will have a
Totally.
child. Like you're gonna be such a good mom. Like, oh God.
And
Which
maybe
is
she'll take
why
the Lindsay route. Like, did
maybe.
Lindsay want a partner and a family? Sure. But did Lindsay want a baby? Yeah.
Yep,
And that's what Lindsay got. And
that's
that's
true.
what she wanted. And she's happy enough with that.
Yeah, and she like created a village around her
Hmm.
and she makes it happen. Like it
Yeah.
is people do it. Like you could do it. So
Hmm.
that's why also I think she broke up with her boyfriend because of the ultimatum
Right.
and there's just like no pictures of him like on her account and I don't know. I just think
Yeah.
maybe it's Dunzo over there. Okay, so after the lunch we go back to the Hamptons and this is where things get a little messy because the whole crew decides to go either play mini golf or what is that called? When you just hit the ball, the driving range.
T. Yeah.
And the only people that dressed for golf were, I think, like Jesse and
Head to
Carl. Like
toe.
Bailey, the dress that Bailey was wearing, I was like, where are you going? Like,
What
it
was
was
she
like a,
wearing?
it was like a black floor length dress, like with, I don't know, it was just so random for golf. And Sierra was wearing like these super high wedges. I was like, what, guys?
Yeah. Sarah doesn't care. Like, she's there
Yeah.
for the fit. And I guess Bailey is too.
Yeah, but Bailey has very unique outfit choices.
That's so funny that you are so offended by Bailey because I was so offended by Jesse and his costume.
I didn't even know, like as a golfer,
Yeah, like what? Was
I
he
think he
LARPing? Was
golfs.
was he acting? Was he pretending?
I
Like
mean,
it
Carl
was.
was wearing a visor.
Yeah, he was.
Like they golf. I think they were just wearing like golf clothes.
Wow. Yikes.
But we
I mean,
don't
I did.
golf, so like,
We don't. No, we don't.
yeah.
Just to go back real quick, because you are the birthday queen, your birthday is coming up, and there was one part that I needed to mention to you when Amanda
Oh,
said that she didn't wish Kyle a happy birthday and just told him that she had a headache and asked him to walk the dogs. I just wanted to know what your reaction would have been if Andrew, your husband, woke up on your birthday, didn't say good birthday to you, a good birthday, didn't say happy birthday to you, and said, "Babe, I have a really bad headache. Can you walk the dogs?"
it would be the absolute worst day of his life. The
Like his
worst day of his
dick
life.
would be chopped and served on a platter for birthday dinner. Like, are you kidding me?
You already know, like he has birthday trauma, so like he
Yeah.
would never do
A
that.
mistake
Like
to make once.
my birth, yeah, he basically did make that mistake, like maybe the second birthday that we were together. And like, I taught this man a fucking lesson that he will never forget. Like, my birthday is so triggering for him. Like, that's his trauma.
That's gonna be generational. That sperm that reaches your next egg is gonna have birthday trauma.
Oh my God.
It's gonna come out and be like, "Holy shit, it's my birthday!"
No, and like nothing like makes Andrew nervous or like scares him, but like my birthday gives him like a pit.
No, he has like a countdown on his phone. He's just like waking up sweating in the middle of the night.
It's so true. And the funny thing is like I just want a card. Like, do you know
You
what I
just want to
mean?
be noticed, yeah. And
Yeah,
like,
I
I just
appreciate it.
want you to have some foresight to think about me, know that my
Totally.
birthday is coming up, and like, get me some flowers, write me a card.
Yeah, that's
You
it.
want to have the kids throw some paint on a piece of paper, that
Yeah,
would be great.
so easy. When you have kids, birthdays are so much easier because it's like just have the kids.
Scribble.
It like already it like takes away like the weight of
Hmm.
birthdays and like having to do something. It's like, okay, the kids made you pancakes, you know? Like that's it.
The
We're good
kids
with
got
that.
you flowers. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. Yelling up to my husband.
Okay, back to the
Sorry.
Hamptons.
Sorry. Sorry.
When we were at golf, we have two confrontations. The first one is Kyle and Carl have a confrontation because Kyle forgot to text Carl. Wow, these names like do
So
not go well
bad.
together. Kyle forgot to text Carl on the anniversary of his brother's passing.
Hmm.
Now, I don't think Carl is like really upset about that, but I think that was the straw that broke the camel's
Hmm.
back of like Carl feeling just like Kyle is like very selfish in their
Totally.
friendship and like
Yeah,
is not very, and like Carl's a better friend to Kyle than he is,
absolutely.
which is so true. And when Carl like brings this up to Kyle, he does at first like take
Hmm.
some sort of accountability and apologize for not texting him and saying that was like, you know, just a mistake, which like, yes, I could see how like that could slip your mind. But then the conversation took such a fucking turn. And Kyle is such, I was like so triggered by this conversation
I was shocked. My jaw was
the,
on the floor. I couldn't believe.
because Carl is like telling Kyle how he feels like he hasn't
Hmm.
been as good of a friend. And Kyle turns the conversation onto Carl and says, well, I think like you haven't been
Hmm.
a very good friend to me.
When was the last time you invited me somewhere?
And there's nothing worse when like you're building up
Hmm.
this big conversation in your head, like you finally work up the courage to like share how you feel to somebody, and then now they take your pain and make it their own. It's
Right.
like, okay,
And
well, if you've had a problem with me, if you felt this way the whole time, bring it up at any point. Now is not that time, okay?
right now it's my time to share.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you could see Carl immediately shut down.
I know.
And he was just like, I'm just trying to like tell him how I feel. And like, it's really, really hard for me, which is so weird because why does Kyle hold so much power over Carl? Like, why is Carl so afraid of Kyle?
I think because like back in the day when Carl was like deep in his
Mm.
addiction, I think Kyle
Oh,
covered
no.
for Carl so much and like was
Yeah.
always there for him and was like covering for him and like Carl worked for Kyle and was like fucking up like all the time, like ruining like big jobs for them and Kyle like was there for him in that moment. So I feel like Carl just like appreciates, and that's why I think their friendship is so deep for Carl because it's like no,
Hmm.
like you were there for me, you were such a good friend for me, and like I feel like I've done the same for you, and now it's like for that friendship to just be slipping away and Kyle not care about it is
Yeah.
like upsetting.
I do understand Kyle too. Like Kyle's going through quite a bit on his in his own personal journey right now. However, like another layer to that whole thing was that Kyle posted for Lindsay's
I
birthday and
know.
Kyle was like, "Well, you know, Lindsay's the kind of person that would remember that." That's almost like worse.
I know.
Carl doesn't want you to post
It's
for him. He
fake.
just wants you to shoot him a text and say like, "Hey, thinking about you."
I know.
Not that hard.
And Kyle could have just been like,
I'm so sorry.
or like, I'm
I
so
fucked up.
sorry. Let's pick a day to reconnect and like let's get dinner in the city or like you can come over or whatever. Like you hear your friend is kind of like missing you.
Right.
Okay, connect. But he can't take any sort of like criticism, which Carl said like, "Oh, now I see what Amanda deals with." Like Amanda said she's done bringing up problems to Kyle because there's no point. Like he doesn't
Yeah.
listen. He doesn't
Right.
like absorb the information. He just deflects. And
Mm-hmm.
then when Carl started shutting down, Kyle was like, okay, well, if like your thoughts come to you, just like let me know.
Yeah,
Pull me
like
aside.
like belittling him too. Like, yeah, if
Yeah,
it
I
comes
was like,
back to you, like,
I said,
you have the opportunity to talk to me if you want to. Like, I'm allowing you to talk to me.
because Kyle didn't want to deal with it. So he's like, all right, let's just go back to the drinks and have fun. And like when you think of,
Right. And if you want to be a big boy and talk to me, oh, because he knows Carl like doesn't want to talk about it.
no, like so fucking annoying.
I was so mad.
And then we end this episode with Ben confronting Amanda because apparently at the housewarming party, Amanda said to Sabrina, which we have no audio of, which is like so weird that they have audio of like
Yeah.
everything else, but apparently Amanda said to Sabrina like, "Oh yeah, like everybody in the house like thinks Ben is like in love with me."
Hmm.
And Ben is like really upset that
He's like a
she
little wiener.
said that to Sabrina, and now Nikki, Ben has become like one of the most polarizing people on Summer House
People
because
love him. I think he's
some
such a freaking weenie.
no, I think he's such a dweeb, but people like really like love him, and then other people are like us, like what?
Yeah.
Now, do I think that what Amanda said to the girlfriend of somebody, like, oh, everyone thinks your boyfriend's in love with me, is like really like a stupid, crazy thing to say? 100%. But do I think that Ben is just like annoying and like, oh, now we all have to care about your girlfriend? Like, sorry. Like,
Ben
I
thinks
feel like
like
he's
the
just
point of
covering
the
his ass.
but that's what Ben does. Like he loves to he feels like he needs a plot. Like when he had the conversation with Bailey, like it's not that deep, brother. Like it's
I
really
know.
not that deep. Like even this, it's not that deep. You know what? But I think he's mad about though, because in the previews we see Amanda say he literally wanted to fuck me in Italy, and we have a whole group chat about it. And then she admits to kind of playing into it. So you know what? Like I'm like you 100% are playing into it. You don't just have
Totally.
some guy fawning over you, wanting to like literally sleep with you, and you're
Yeah,
not
yeah, yeah.
giving him anything back, which is exactly what we're seeing with her and West now in real time.
You're so right, Nikki. Yeah. But now they're like
She's
actually dating because
playing
she's
into it.
single.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's playing into it. The whole like preview for next season where we see Amanda say that in her confessional is so annoying because when Bailey made that joke at dinner and
Yes.
Amanda like ran upstairs and was like, "Oh, that was so like uncomfortable." Like, why wouldn't you have said like, "You know what, Bailey? Like, you're right. Like
Hmm.
he did want to like hook up with me." Like, why wouldn't she have just like confirmed Bailey and been like, "It's not that big of a deal. Like, don't worry about it," instead of like holding on to that
Because then
now.
she would have to admit that she played a part in it too.
I guess that's
She
true.
didn't want to be caught in anything nefarious either.
I can't wait. See, we were saying like what else are they going to talk about the reunion? I need this to be addressed at the reunion because I need
Mm.
Bailey like justice for Bailey. The way this girl felt so bad about herself for stating the obvious, and Ben and Amanda and probably Kyle all know that that was the actual truth, and
Hmm.
they made this girl feel so bad and uncomfortable about it. Like, guys, you should have just laughed it off. Like, it's
Right.
just so stupid, and I just feel like it's weird that Amanda didn't like agree, like say something to Bailey, even like behind closed doors or in the room, like, yeah, you're right. Like that did kind of happen. Like, I
Well,
don't
but
know. It's
now it's
just
coming to
weird.
bite her in the ass
I know.
because now she's being confronted about it. Now she's going to look like an idiot,
Yeah,
Amanda.
totally. I know. Oh boy. Well, we still have like probably
I
five
know.
episodes to go. It's
Okay.
crazy
I'm
because we
not mad
still
about
have,
that though.
I'm
I'm
not mad
not
about that either.
I'm not getting fatigued.
I'm not getting fatigued at all. And we still have like the Sierra West like
Reunion.
storyline to come through the rest of the season. Like we do see there like some sort of like a kiss maybe at some point. Like there's still a lot more to happen, and maybe we'll get more Levi. We didn't get like any KJ this episode,
None.
which we don't. We are mad about that, but there's still like a lot of story to be told. Like
Totally.
regardless of Amanda, Kyle, Wes. Also, now that we know everything about Amanda and Wes, like West is always in their bedroom.
Hmm.
Like a man is like, oh, I'm gonna go take a shower, and like West and Kyle are walking in there together. I'm like, why are you? And actually,
Yeah.
you know, like West was posting the photo dumps.
Hmm.
One, she commented on one. I'm not sure when it's from, but she literally just commented like, "Get out of my room." It's just so weird. Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Anyway, any other Summer House thoughts?
I don't think so. Oh, just real quick, what do you think about Amanda's jorts?
I saw somebody post this there because everyone's like, "Oh, Amanda has such good style," blah blah blah, and someone was like, "It's not that she has good style. She's skinny. She has a
Mhm.
long torso, and she's tan. So like, you can wear anything if that's your features." Like,
Those jorts were crazy.
I didn't hate them.
She needs to be put away. They were for a man who probably weighs about 250 pounds.
Yeah, she wears like really big clothes.
And I love big clothes, but the jorts, the big jorts, I just cannot get behind those.
That's funny, Nikki. I didn't hate them too
I'm
much.
offended.
Oh my God.
If you fucking pull up into this next podcast with a pair of jorts on,
Well, you know, my husband used to love a jort, so I do have a kinship to jorts.
exactly, your husband.
Would have fit into those.
Yes. And he's like working. He
I'll ask
needs
her for the link.
pockets.
Yeah, he needs
And
pockets.
anyway,
Just a reminder, we are gonna, depending on when you're listening to this, we either have already or we will have a Real Housewives of Rhode Island boner episode coming out, I think Wednesday, where we're just gonna like dive into all things Rory, all the tea, all the hot gossip, everything we got, the episode. So very excited to dive into that with you because we've like barely discussed
I
it.
know.
But let's get into our not mad about it, which if you're new here, you might actually be new here. If you made it this far, you are
Us.
you are officially inducted into the Maddie fan club. Thank you so much for being here. We like to end every episode with something that we're not mad about, just to keep it light, fun, fresh. And one thing that I'm not mad about is that you know that I have like a skin picking addiction.
Hmm.
Like I'm addicted to picking my skin. It's like a huge
True
problem.
life, yeah.
It's been a problem my whole life. So now I can't stop picking, but I'm trying to find ways that I can like channel that picking energy into something else like less damaging. And I've decided to move on to my nails.
Okay.
So I'm not mad about like doing a manicure at home.
Is that what you've been doing?
Yeah.
I was gonna say those nails have lasted since Georgia.
No, I've taken
Are
them
you
off and I've done them.
okay?
Because me and a cuticle cutter right now are BFFs. Like I will just like sit and pick at my nails with a cuticle cutter and
You don't bleed?
they're pretty strong and I'm pretty
They're
dynamic
tough.
with them. Yeah, I can navigate well with a cuticle cutter. And I got like, you know, of course, like some sort of like non-toxic nail polish and I just like I'm trying to like maintain my nails. It's just like something else for me to focus my energy on even though I am still picking, but I
Hmm.
hope that, you know, it will get better over time.
It's a little safer. Do you know that they have like pick pads where you can like pick? It's like silicone with things inside of them. So like some are like really disgusting and they'll have like fake blackheads or pimples that you could actually pop
Oh,
out of these
that will
things.
gross me out. I can't do that.
Some of them have just beads where there's all different things, like layers of beads, sizes of beads, and you just like pick at the silicone, you like pick out all the beads.
See, but I have that thing where like I don't like looking at holes.
Oh,
Do you know what that is?
yeah, I
I'm not
do.
like
There's a word for that. Uh-huh.
there's a word for that. And it's not like, you know, I can look at a sponge, but like I did not like Barbies growing up because I did not like the hair coming out of the holes on their head. It like really skeeved me
Really?
out. Um, so yeah, like
How do
I
you
don't
feel
think I
about
would
like
like that.
coral?
Yeah, that's fine.
You know, like coral has like the holes
Yeah, that's okay. I'm okay with that.
and a
Yeah.
sponge. Wow, that's
Yeah,
so
sponge is
interesting.
fine, but it's like the holes. And I actually feel like Callum might have the same thing because like he will look at
Generational
his
trauma.
generational trauma. We should make that the title, but I don't want it to be like misleading. But my son Callum will look at a pancake and he'll be like, I don't like the holes, mama. I'm like, oh, fuck, no, not you too.
Oh no.
It's fine. It's
Okay.
like not that serious, but I just don't think I would like that pick
We
toy.
okay, fair enough.
Yeah, but thank you though for the suggestion.
Of course. And whatever works for you, we're here to just support.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Mine is so quick. I am not mad about outside dinners. We just had our first outdoor al fresco dinner tonight. We had burgers. Like grilling season is back.
Oh,
Outside
big
dinner
time.
is back. I love just loading up my big ass tray, all of our condiments, plates. Then it's like, oh yeah, big in the summer, rice. We're eating rice outside. I
Love
don't know what it
rice.
is about rice that we eat rice after I vacuum. Every time
Oh,
after I vacuum
God.
and mop the floors, it's rice is for dinner. It just happens that way. So it's like, eat your rice outside. Everybody take your rice out back. So I'm not mad about that.
I love that. All right. Well, that's the positivity we're looking for. Dinner al fresco. I need to do that this year with my kids. Such a good idea.
Totally.
Well, on that note, if you guys like what you saw, like what you heard, make sure you're following us on all platforms. Make sure you can share an episode, you can leave a comment, engage on our post, share some clips. Whatever you guys can do to support your girls, we appreciate it all. We see it all. And we will see you guys next Monday.
Love you guys. Bye.
Deuces.